Hello everybody, welcome back to some more FTB Beyond. It's been a very long while since we've been on this world, and I'll explain why in just a second. Basically, what happened is I was away for a week, obviously, so I didn't play during that, and then when I came back, the launcher, at the time it was the Curse launcher, and now it's the Twitch launcher. Every time it would load up on my computer, it would completely crash straight away, and then ask me to restart it, and then crash straight away, and then etc, etc. And then eventually I fixed it, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, and we are finally back here, and I'm really kind of slightly lost on where we were. Last episode, as far as I'm aware, we finally completed all this stuff, so this culinary generator is generating power. I was using all the ores that we got from the other thing last time. I think there's no more ores really in here. I mean, there's nickel and aluminium, but I think I left those in there for a reason, so I'm not going to take them out at the moment. Also some torches, which should probably be in my inventory. I also think I said I was going to plant some trees, which is what I did. I don't know if they've grown yet. But I think what I'm going to do for this episode, because otherwise I'm going to be bumbling around for pretty much forever, trying to work out what the hell I'm doing, I'm going to do a bit of terraforming. Now, as you can see, we have a big stone sort of pit here that's been built into, and this is built up super high, and, you know, this building as well. I think it would be nice to... I don't think we're going to maybe be able to get it done all today, because I don't know if I'm going to have enough bronze and materials to, you know, repair these tools, but I think it would be nice if we just sort of sorted out some of the pathways. This pathway made it a bit nicer. This stuff up here is pretty good. Maybe just put some grass in here as some pathway stuff, like the proper paths that you use the shovel on. But mainly lower this one house down a bit, you know, remove some of this mountain, make it work a bit better, move this down, which is going to make this mountain pretty, you know, terrible. So I think I'm going to have to sort of have it go like this and then back around and then, you know, like this be lower pretty much, and hopefully make it look all right. Over there is fine. Here is going to have to be lowered down as well, because that's got to be lowered. And I'm going to replant everything as well, and hopefully that'll look okay. And during that time, maybe I can search for a few things on here and see if there's anything interesting that I want to build. Stuff like, for example, if I look up Angel Wings or Angel Ring, which I really want to get, it apparently now uses 32 GP, which is grid power, I guess. I'm not sure how to necessarily get that. And it requires 2 nether stars, a resonating redstone crystal, 2 lassos, one that has a ghast, one that has a bat, gold, and this. So I'm, you know, a few things have changed. I know, for example, as well, I was going to look up like the laser thing from Mine Factory Reloaded, but obviously that's not in here. But you can get laser cores, which can go into void or miner control tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or no, these are actually void or miner control tier 1, tier 2. Oh, and then resource miner tier 1 and tier 2. Oh, I wonder what those do differently. I'll have to have a look into these, but yeah, these are quite expensive. Actually, if we can get you know, Silk Touch on one of our picks, I actually think these are going to be possible to do. But yeah, that's all for the future. What I'm going to do now is I need to use my shovel to fix this path, because a creeper actually exploded here. And then I'm going to go sleep quickly, and we'll see what we can do with this pathway in this area, and see if we can get the town looking a little bit more... you know, traversable, I guess would be the word. A way that we can actually get around and walk around it without having to jump all the time. But I'm going to go sleep quickly, and we'll see what we can do with that. Right, so it's not been too long after, as you can probably tell by the day counter in the bottom, but I filled in this stuff, which has always been a plan. You can see it's growing, but I thought that was fairly slow. So I remembered previously I had looked up the watering can from Extra Utilities 2, and it does exist, and I'm not 100% sure if it'll work, but maybe it will speed up at least the growth of this grass, which will help us out. So I looked at the watering can. Apparently we need a bowl and some basically any form of stone. I'm not actually sure if we can use cobblestone, to be perfectly honest. Let's have a look. It doesn't look like it, but we will quickly see. Stone. No, okay, so it has to be a type of normal stone, which is good, because we should have at least some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is it? 5 or 4? 4, okay, good. And then we need a bowl, which is basically some wood. So we can quickly... crafting table is here. I'm still not got my bearings back yet, 100%. Oh, that's weird. How do you make a bowl then? Oh, slabs. That's not too bad then. thought it was gonna. I thought like previously you needed like bone meal up here or something, and I was thinking maybe in some way they've made it so it's more difficult in the sake of making a bowl. But no, it looks like it's good. We need that dirt back. Let's go find some water and fill this up, which is another point. We need to make an infinite water source somewhere around here, because right now we don't have pretty much any. There's some water over here. Let's just go here quickly. But yeah, I also want to do some exploring sometime. We've now got better tools and a better sword and stuff, so maybe we'll go back and go to the scary mine, wherever it, you know, wherever that is. I think I've turned it off for the moment. I think I probably turned it off for a thumbnail. But yeah, we do have the scary mine, you know, thing somewhere. I also have no idea why I just did that, because I meant to go. I'll put it here, and then we'll make this look a bit better maybe sometime in the future. So we'll put that water there. Oh, I'm an absolute moron. I just realized that is technically an infinite water source. Either way, we'll have it outside here. Oh, you have to fill it up. Actually fill it up. Oh, that's interesting, because it used to be just you clicked once and it's fine. And I'm assuming it has dribble, like, yeah. But it is helping, it looks like, at least in some way. So that is going to be good. Yeah, why did I go out all over there when I've got, like, farms and stuff that have water in it and stuff like that? It's weird. But yeah, now we can just do these, and these will be easier to make into paths, which is really, really good. I'm happy about that. That I remembered such a thing existed, because having just dirt around the place is very weird sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna get back onto. Oh, I just did it without it. I'm gonna get back onto doing some stuff around here. I think I'm gonna have to take down this tree because I think it's a bit in the way. But yeah, I'll see you when I've made a bit more progress and maybe something interesting has been changed or made. Okay, so it's been a little while, as you can see by the days. I think we were on day 19 when in the last clip, and it's now the morning of day 26, and that is because I've been doing a lot of work. So what I said I would do is once a lot of work is done or something important happens, I would basically come to a new thing, and I kind of did a big part of this, so I sort of wanted to show off a section of this done, and also I have changed a few things around in my inventory. So obviously we made the watering can in the last clip, but I have added a silk touch thing to my bronze pickaxe because I was actually moving some houses and I wanted to destroy the glass and replace it back, and the only two ways I could do that really is using pistons, which I did make one, but that would have been really like fiddly, or I could just get silk touch, which I was planning to do eventually anyway. We got a villager over there for emeralds, so we can easily get those. I just, you know, some gold and some string, and there was a bit of flax up on there. There still is. I replanted it. So string wasn't a bad thing either. And then I also have got an upper with my silver broadsword, my pickaxe, and I think the shovel as well. And as you can see, I've also made a mattock and a lumber axe because, you know, I wanted to knock down the trees of one hit, which is what the lumber axe allows you to do. Other than that, just got some random items in my inventory. Was looking up how to make a magnet because I realized how bad that is, and currently crafting some toast in the background, and I actually need to take a stack of toast and throw it in here, and also take this with me just to help out. So yeah, other than that, I have done a few things around here, as you can see. I'll start over here, which is where we started in the last clip, and as you can see, I think this might not be as far as it was, but it doesn't really need to go as far considering this is the final building and this is the final bit. I've added some oak wood slabs just to have a, you know, incline upwards. If I had like carpenter's blocks, which I don't think is in this pack, I would have added something like that instead, and maybe tried to add a grass path block. But as far as I can tell, there is no like grass slab or anything like that. I thought there might be, but no, there isn't that. And also, you may not be able to notice in the recordings, but I actually finally fixed an issue I was having. I was having a lot of stuttering issues, and I'm just saying that I have actually fixed that, which is kind of nice. Hopefully, assuming everything is still working by the end of this clip. Yeah, I've done this. I've not done everything, obviously, by the fact you can tell I haven't done these two houses yet. Those are the bigger things, which I'm going to do, I think, a bit later. After this, maybe. This house, I'm also thinking I might move over to here and put a door on, but the problem then is this guy might die, so I'm going to hold off on that for the moment, because I need him to trade. I think he's my only villager. From the map, he looks like he's the only villager. So yeah, I came over here. These houses were pretty fine. I took half the slabs off here, just so, you know, you could just go up like this, so I think that's quite good. I need to make some more bricks to replace this stuff as well, though. This was already as it was. I made an incline, which this is supposed to have some slabs on them. Like that. And I'm going to be lowering this down to the same, like, to this level. And maybe moving it over a few blocks, I'm thinking, because I've got the space, and then just sort of model it around that. But yeah, just the sheer face isn't very good, and the only reason I took all this out is because I needed some dirt. Other than that, we have, I moved these two houses down, so they were on level. I also had to move this one over a block because I didn't want two stairs in the same place. That's why you got this gap here. You can see it's grass here still, but that's because I just haven't put it into pathways yet. Moved these houses as well, made sure they were fine, moved this down, everything like that, and then just got slabs going down here. So this one is going to get lowered, so the doorway is on this bit, so that's going to be the doorway there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this one at the moment. It's a bit more complex as well of a build, so we'll have to see how it gets done. But I might just end up literally getting rid of the mountain, which is going to take, obviously, forever, so I might hold off on it for now. I was going to do that as if I could get anywhere with it. But yeah, I might just hold off on these. Well, this one I think I can do. This one I think I might have to hold off for the moment, and same here. As long as I can get up, it's kind of okay, because I can get up and then, you know, replant these and everything. I need to also fill in this, like that. But yeah, I can just flax seeds. You got a few seeds: rice, canola, coffee, rice, flax. You know, a few kind of nice things. So it is nice to keep that there. But yeah, I need to sort this out, see how I'm going to do that. That's obviously just going to be brought down to ground level. I might actually do that and just leave that as the final thing. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've done around here. Trees have been planted, obviously, and I've got a lumber axe and whatever, so I can just quite easily do that and knock down a tree. I still need to replant some. But yeah, I think it's coming along very nicely. I just need to do some more final touches, and I'm not going to go, like, over the top too much. I don't think I am gonna like wait until I got some better resources before I do some of the more, you know, like massive things like that house over there and this mountain and dealing with it. So yeah, we'll have to see. It might be an idea to like lower the house down and have like a cliff sort of overhang over it. Maybe that'll be interesting if I can, you know, do that. But for now, I need to just do pathways. My shovel is running out. So I'll go do this off camera, and I'll see you once I've made a bit more progress. I just want a little bit of an update to show you where we've got after 7 days' time. Technically, it's a week. A week in game has been spent doing this, and I think it's looking pretty good. Oh, and if it wasn't obvious already by the fact I have a lumber axe, I upgraded my tool station to a tool forge so that I have all of these that now make. So yeah, I realized I didn't mention that, but it's here. Okay, so I have moved this down, as you can see, and it is, it took a lot longer than I expected, to be perfectly honest. You can see the days have changed in the bottom right-hand corner. I also kind of got a bit, you know, it was weird working, like, I was trying to work out how many blocks I had to push everything down, but I think it worked out pretty well. I've come in here, I've got everything. I mean, the windows aren't the greatest, obviously. All 5 technically windows back here, are blocked, but these, you know, 3 sets out here, so half the windows are fine, and it's fairly lit up back there. It's getting to night time, I think. Where's the sun? I don't know. Also, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, I have added my normal, like, dramatic skies, I think it's called, to this. So I added connected glass, as you can see, just by the normal glass, 32 by 32. I've added the dramatic skies, and I also added lively default, so the green grass is a lot nicer and greener. And something else I found out is I originally thought I had to have a mattock for this, but if you just right click on these, it will automatically replant you know, whatever you're placing, and I guess it uses the seeds in this case. Like, as I have, well, I do have seeds in my inventory, I guess that's fair, but like if I, let's say, go to beetroot, even though I have none in my inventory, it will just use up whatever seed I would get from that. So I guess I would have normally got 2 seeds from that, but I obviously placed 1 down. And this is actually a really good way of just coming through here, right-clicking. It doesn't, you know, get rid of any that have already been or not grown yet, and you don't have to deal with anything too bad. And I really need to light up these places. And I know I have not yet moved this area because I'm still trying to work out how I'm doing it. I think I'll leave that until a later date because, as I said, it took absolutely forever to do that house. And the reason for that is because I did know this originally, but I It just really came into noticeability when doing that, but I'm pretty sure this at least happens, is when you put Silk Touch on a pickaxe, on a Tinker's tool, it actually slows down the mining speed, which means that we now have a slower pickaxe, but obviously it has Silk Touch. So what we really preferably need to do is just either speed this one up or get a different pickaxe for the sake of just going out and mining and destroying a lot of stuff. If we're going out and mining, like, you know, ores, obviously we'll take this one. It doesn't really matter how long it takes. But if we want to, you know, be destroying buildings and rebuilding them, then obviously we want a faster pickaxe that is going to work with that. So I'm going to have to look into that. And I really just want to first look into some more materials. Oh, don't you dare. These guys are 2-hit kills, so... Well, 2 crit kills, but I didn't do it right correctly. We've also got this stuff up here. Let's have a look at what this is. But yeah, I do need to have a look into more materials. I guess we'll just pick up everything and see what we get out of it. But yeah, if I can get to the nether, I can get ardite and cobalt and manilin, technically, if I do all that stuff. Should we just plant flax seeds there? So that, because they were destroyed by the water originally. So yeah, I do need to go to the nether, which means I've got to get some obsidian, which means I've got to go out mining again. So I might have a look into a temporary, you know, faster pickaxe to help me out with that. But I mean, this does mine up diamond, mining level diamond, so it will mine obsidian, which is actually good. But yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a shorter episode, but I think I'm going to end it there because, you know, a lot of work has gone into this episode, though not in terms of the recording, it's more the having done stuff in the video. Obviously, you know, I pretty much overhauled a majority of this village, probably like 95% if we're going to be true about it. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3 bits that are not done out of however many in this entire village. So yeah, I think we've done a pretty good job today. That's going to be it for this episode. I'm just getting back into it because obviously I've been away for a while. Hopefully we get back on track on the next episode and we can... oh, not this thing again. That thing is so annoying and you have to destroy it with a pickaxe. If you destroy it with a sword, you basically do no damage. And he does a ton of damage to you, as you can see. So that also reminds me I need to get some armor. So I'm going to have a look into maybe some armor and stuff that we can get on this... you know, in this world right now that we have access to, and I'm going to try and not die to that thing. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.